Yes. The like button coming through the door. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood. Hopefully y'all get these notifications. We are live on a surprise. Hit the like button coming through the door. Everybody hit the like button coming through the door. Hit the like button coming through the door. Tell all your friends back in Instagram land. Your boy Heaven Hollywood is live. What's up? I get 1 minute to relax. My daughter's 7th birthday. Oh man. The like button coming through the door, please. What's up? We're gonna talk about some industry shit. We're gonna talk about Jason Lee and Mob Radio. We're gonna talk about Jason Lee telling Cardi B not to support Meg The Stallion. We got a few things to talk about, y'all. Hit the like button coming through the door. To everybody on Instagram, we live. What's up, Reese? Let the people know on Instagram. I just kind of went surprise mode, you know. So to pop in, see what's popping real quick. We want to talk about Jason Lee and Mob Radio. I want to talk about Jason Lee telling Cardi B not to support Megan Thee Stallion. I'm good, Reese. I sat here just taking some time. In between, my daughter went to the pool. It's her birthday party today, her 7th birthday party. And I'm drained, and the day ain't even halfway over. So I just had relaxed, got me some Alizé, because I'm an old head, and just waiting. So, Jason Lee is at it with Mob Radio, which is Milagro and AKA Millie. I really don't know how this beef started. I don't know whether it's because Jason is Team Cardi and Millie is Team Nicki. What's up? What's up, Rosita? So I don't really know where this beef started. And I really don't like talking about YouTube beef, but I rock with Millie. And I don't necessarily rock with Jason Lee. I rock with Hollywood a lot as a brand, but I don't really rock with Jason Lee. But there are some other people over in Hollywood like that I like. Yeah, what's up, Rosita? So he probably is upset she team Nikki and she goes hard for Nikki, and he made a comment about, make sure y'all hit the like button coming through the door. He made a comment about, you've caused Cardi B so much grief in her pregnancy. But Cardi, I know Cardi has to still move and what have you and be out there. She can't stop working because you stop working, you stop getting paid. But Cardi, with her pregnancy, she needs to lay a little bit lower than what she lays. That's just my opinion. Yes, she still got to go out there and make money. She still got to go out there and move around. But Cardi needs to lay a little lower. You feel me? In my opinion. What I mean by laying lower is don't be so out there with your pregnancy because you open yourself up for criticism. You wouldn't announce the pregnancy on an award show again, so everybody's already saying you looking for clout. Got you, got you. Oh, so met somebody Jason used to mess with. Okay. Okay. So something about Millie interviewed somebody Jason Lee messed with. I don't know what she had to have a reason for doing that. So they must have a beef that goes back or what have you. But all I know is this, and I say this to Millie because I do like her. I do rock with Millie, even though we don't agree on everything. I still rock with her. They offered Cardi big money to come after Nicki. No, they offered Remy the big money to come after Nicki, and Remy came after Nicki. Remy's the one that made Sheetha. Cardi B just took advantage of the opportunity because Cardi B didn't really come at Nicki when she first came out. Remy Martin got paid to come after Nicki. That's the real tea. That's what really happened. Remy Martin got paid to do to do Sheetha. Cardi was just there to take advantage they wanted to replace Nicki. But I don't think she was paid to come at her at that Met Gala because the Met Gala, she claiming that, she was coming at her because she was talking about her child, which she never did. But I don't think that was a part of the plan. I just think it's part of the plan of her being put in place to fill a void that they were trying to fill with Nicki Minaj. They feel as though Nicki's getting older, no females. I got into a discussion with someone the other day, and I said, I'm not going to argue with you with facts. It's about, Nicki Minaj is nowhere near retiring. She can rap until she's 50 if she wants. What female rapper out there do you know is still thinking about rapping plus after they turn 40? Lil' Kim made one album and it didn't do anything. Nobody wants to hear 40-year-old mothers rap. That's why I believe this will be Nicki's last album. Nicki don't want to be 40 years old rapping herself. You look back at all the female rappers, you name me one who had a successful album after 40. There is none. There are no female rappers ever, out of all the female rappers that ever came, not one of them put out an album successfully after 40 years old. I think Nikki's going to get, me personally, I think Nikki's going to get into executive production. I think she'll get into brand. I think she'll get into some fashion or some sort of um, fragrance line. And I believe Nikki's going to get into the digi world, to the tech world. That's what I think Nikki's going to do. Because Nikki can act, but she doesn't really like it. She doesn't really like it. She can act. That's what she came up as. She has more training than all of those female rappers. But Nikki don't really like it. She don't really like acting. I do think she will get into Queen Radio. I believe she will brand Queen Radio. And as I heard before, and as I said in my video, I think she's trying to make Queen Radio a conglomerate like Shady 4-5 and stuff like that, where there'll be other shows on Queen Radio. I think she'll put other women, if women, if there may be some older rappers or older actors from the 90s that really aren't relevant, they may want a podcast. They might put that on Nikki's show. She might give them that platform. But I think Nikki's platform is going to talk about, since she loves the craft of hip hop so much, I think she will build a platform to talk about real hip hop. I think she'll build a platform to talk about real hip hop. And every time Nikki drops a Queen Radio, it's the #1 show. So she can do it. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Everybody want to call me when it come down for live. So I believe Nicki Minaj will brand Queen Radio. I believe that's her next bag. I think immediately after rapping, I think it's, and then I believe she'll go into the tech world. Right. I mean, she could. Ghostwrite. Word from the Curb. She could ghostwrite, but I don't really know if Nicki wants to do that. Nicki don't really want her bars being said by other people, because unless she creates a rapper and brands that rapper and brands their voice and everything, I can't see her wanting to ghostwrite for anybody. Because Nicki will get frustrated at somebody trying to say her words and not saying them properly. So I don't really think she would even do it. Because Nicki just can't ghostwrite for people. Those words to me only sound good coming out of Nicki's mouth. Nicki's not going to ghostwrite for somebody and then they say her words and it sounds just as good if Nicki was saying it. So I don't think she would do that. I don't think she's got the patience. I just don't think she would want people saying her rhymes, and I don't think Nicki's got the patience to reference it and show them how they should say it. She could show Doja Cat, but Doja Cat writes. Somebody like Doja Cat, yeah, because Doja Cat can slip off her voice. Doja Cat's a little different. You know what I mean? I think that, I really don't think Nicki would like to do that. I don't think she wants to ghostwrite for people. Even though she can, I don't think she want to do that. I think Nicki would get very frustrated ghostwriting for people. Because just because you're going to be saying her words, it's not only Nicki's lyrics. And I know everybody, all the Nicki fans want to make it like, oh, all her lyrics are just like top notch, simplistic, whatever. It's not only that she got good lyrics, but it's her delivery, the way she switches her flows, the way she says her words, the way she pronounces her words. A lot of different things play into Nicki's rhymes. You know? She's very versatile with her delivery. Like I said, she's the 5-flow dynamo, the only female rapper to master 5 flows. There's only really a couple of people who's mastered the 5 flows. You know, Busta Rhymes, Nicki Minaj. You know, there might be one other person. You know, there might be one other person that's done it, but she's definitely the only female that's done it. But what that pull up to the Wonka, Willy Wonka, with a bad bitch that come from Sri Lanka. No, I'm not gonna do that to them. That's one of my favorite Nicki verses. But that, ironically, that's not my favorite Nicki verse. One of my favorite Nicki verses is it's a joint with Mario. Only because I know what she was talking about in that whole verse. I'm from New York, so the shit she was mentioning about the belt and the shit and the bam wick and the belt, I know where all those things are. So that's why that verse was special to me. So I love that verse. And then of course, did it on him first verse because I was there when she was writing it. You know what I mean? So that's always going to hold significance to me. And then Safari with his input. Why don't you say, and I'm not talking about Phoenix. And Nicki was like, wait, why would I say that? Oh, Phoenix Suns. I got it. I got it. Safari with his one word. Why don't you say it? I'm not talking about Phoenix. They're going to try to come out and say he wrote the whole second verse. Safari's a lie. I was right there, brother. I know exactly what you said. All you said was, why don't you say, and I'm not talking about Phoenix. That's all Safari contribute to Did It On Him. And the ad libs. And the ad lib, that's it. Safari want to call that writing for Nicki because he said one word. If that's the case, Jungle must write for Nas because Jungle wrote the whole first verse on one mic. All I need is one mic, one full. Jungle, Nas took that whole first verse from Jungle. as far as Jason Lee saying Cardi B shouldn't support Megan Thee Stallion, Jason Lee still mad at Megan Thee Stallion because Megan Thee Stallion went and got with Cardi B without Jason Lee's help. Jason Lee wanted some sort of finder's fee or something, but she didn't connect with Jason through that. And of course, Jason saw Megan talking about, allegedly insinuating she was talking about Cardi when she was on the live with Nicki Minaj. But as I told people, Megan never said Cardi's name. So we all believe she was talking about Cardi or referring to Cardi, but Megan could always hide behind, I didn't say nobody's name. I was talking to whoever. They love hiding behind that. I didn't say nobody's name, so whoever it fits. Yeah, bitch, okay. But for him to be involving himself in women business or whatever, he swear he Cardi manager. He swear he Cardi's manager. And now he's at Malaco. Oh, that's why I wanted to say to my radio. Just be careful. I know you can hold your own malogrograms, your fine self. That's neither here nor there. Joe fine ass. That's neither here nor there. I know you can hold your own, Millie. However, be careful with that op. Remember, he got Floyd Mayweather behind him. He sucks dicks for favors. Remember that. He sucks dick for favors. So just be careful. He will bend over backwards, no pun intended, to try to hurt your brand, try to hurt your channel, to take your channel out. Just be careful. I always said from the beginning, Bree, that Nicki was going to put an album out 2022, and I said she'll drop a single this year, and I think the documentary will come out towards the end of the year. I always said the documentary September. I already heard before that she got 2 or 3 songs that's going to be unreleased on the documentary, so she'll probably release them, and I believe she'll release her album the top of 2022, because Nicki takes a while. Because remember, she doesn't get help. She doesn't even want people helping her on the hooks. So if she wants to do the whole vocals album and writing herself, it's going to take much longer than everyone else. And she's pretty much handling the marketing herself now because the record label isn't going to put the same money behind her as they used to. That's what happens when you are in deactivation mode. They're not going to put the money behind her. Look, they didn't even put the money behind Normani to do her video. Normani had to come into her pocket and take some of her own money out. So if they did that, if they're not coming out of their pocket to do Normani's video, Nicki's gonna have to do the marketing and stuff herself. So that's why she's gonna take her time with the album. Put it out, and like I said, I believe it will be her last album. I don't think Nicki is going to be like Lil' Kim and, trying to make albums in their 40s, and I just don't see Nicki doing that. She already see how the game is now. She don't want the game to just forget about her. I think Nicki is too smart for that. I think she got too much class for that. I don't think she's going to be like, look, okay, Nicki, get to the point where people who liked her are like, okay, you're 40 years old. You're still talking about your pussy and this, all right, give it a rest. I don't see Nicki doing that. I just don't. Like I said, I should have been her manager. My next, if I was her, and this was my last album, this album would have all the answers to all the questions and rumors that y'all niggas said about her. That shit would go number one and would break records. She would go out the door with a number one album and would break records. Because even though Nicki's had public relationships, a lot of the reasons why those relationships ended are still sketchy and iffy. Speculations, people speculate, but they're still iffy. If I was Nicki Minaj, I would drop that album. Y'all don't got to speculate and start rumors no more. I'm going to tell you if I paid for my brother's lawyer. I'm going to tell you if I paid for them girls that was in the Cardi lawsuit lawyers. I'm going to tell you what happened with Meek Mill. I'm going to tell you what happened with Nas, why we broke up, and what Lauryn Hill had to do with it. I'll tell y'all. So she's not going to disrespect Lauryn Hill. But Lauryn Hill had a lot to do with that breakup. Y'all ain't ready for that, though. Y'all ain't ready for that. Lauryn Hill had a lot to do with that breakup. So, we're going to probably do a show later on. All right? Nicki and Nas, you got to remember, Nicki's mother wanted Nas to be with Nicki. Nicki had the blessing of her mother. So, it was a lot of shit that went down with that Nas breakup. But, y'all ain't ready. I'm going to holler at y'all. I got to go join my daughter at the pool. We're going to come back later. We're going to do some more shit, man. I love y'all. Thanks for tuning in.